Hey cats, what's happening? It is lovely right now, but it's been pouring down rain on and off today. Kind of a weird day. I mean, we're in the middle of December, and today it's almost 60 degrees here in Ohio. Not gonna be riding though, because there's more showers coming, and it's been intermittently all day long. But right now we have like a little window of sunshine here, which is nice. And in the man cave, it's actually warm. I'm gonna get a little sunshine on the door, on the garage doors, and it warms up in here nice. So I had to take my jacket off in here. But anyway, it's been a busy week and a very busy week coming up. Got some updates on Val V. We'll probably catch you up with all of that stuff next week, because there's a lot of things happening right now, and some of them are a little tough to deal with. So we'll update you next week, though, and let you know what's going on after we get through this next week and see how things end up. Anyway, that being said, today have a little conversation about motorcycles again. Did you ever think about going and I mean, you probably wouldn't if you're like me, but have you ever thought about taking your bike and just getting rid of everything and just taking the bike out and just taking off somewhere and just spending the rest of your life out on a motorcycle, just going wherever you wanted, just free as the wind? Some people have done that. I don't know, you guys watch YouTube, you probably watch Scooter Tramp Scotty. I don't know how many miles he's racked up on his old Harley, but he travels all over the place, goes clear down into Mexico and back, and kind of follows the warm weather. But he's one that, he doesn't have a home. He doesn't, I don't know that he has roots anywhere. I know he's a single man. He doesn't have family or anything. Maybe he does, I don't know. But he lives on his motorcycle. That's everything he has is on his bike. All his belongings. There's another fella that's pretty well known, Panhead Billy. Now, his real name is William Burroughs, but he goes by the name of Panhead Billy, obviously because he rides a panhead. And again, he's a drifter. I think he's racked up over 1 million miles of riding on his motorcycle. And hey, he loves the old panhead. That's what he stays with, and that's kind of what he's nicknamed after, Panhead Billy. But he's another one, a drifter. He doesn't have a home. I think he spent the last 25 years just living on his motorcycle alone and just drifting around. Could you do that? Now here's and it poses a couple questions. Now I know from watching Scooter Tramp Scotty's videos that he has hookups. He has people that he knows along the road where he can stop and get a meal and a shower and hang out. Sometimes he spends a couple weeks or more in one place, just kind of hanging out with people. Now, I'm not sure, if he reimburses them somehow, pays them some kind of rent or for his food and lodging or whatever. I don't know how that works. Now, I know for anybody to do that, you'd have to have some kind of an income, right? Yeah, you'd have to have some way that you could afford to support your travels. I mean, you're going to need fuel, you're going to have needs along the way, and you're going to have some cash flow. So I'm going to guess that some of these guys are early retired. If you're military, you're 30 years and you're out. So after 30 years, you can retire and still have a good chunk of your life to do whatever you want with. And I'm pretty sure I know Panhead Billy, for one, is retired from the military. So he's probably living off a military pension, and he can, you know, probably doesn't cost them a whole lot to live on a bike when you're putting fuel in the bike and that's all you're doing. And, you know, maybe finding a place to take a shower once in a while, I would think. But at any rate, I don't know if that would be the life for me. That would be a hard life. A really hard life. It brings them more questions, you know, like, what about health? What about health care and stuff? What if how many miles can you sit on a bike before you start having compressed discs or back problems? That's what I'm thinking, because my back's already weak from, you know, 44 some years of construction labor. And I know when I ride on the bike for extended periods of time, it hurts. The back, you know, I get off and it's like, oh, my back, killing me. So I don't know how these guys they must have awful strong backs, and they must be in pretty good health. Okay. Aside from that, if you're going to be a full-time drifter, you know, you got your motorcycle with all your earthly belongings and you depend on that machine, you're going to have breakdowns. So you have to be pretty well versed in repairing your motorcycle. You get broke down on the side of the road somewhere, you better have some tools and some know-how, you know, how to get yourself back up and running again. It's either that or, you know, call somebody to come get you and find a shop where you can get into and do your repairs too. I'm sure those guys have a lot of stories. I know Scooter Tramp, he's had to make some repairs on his bike, and you know, sometimes just a piece of baling wire or a pair of vice grips or something is all you need to keep you rolling until you can get a better fix on that. Just saying. But yeah, a life on the road. And you know, V and I, we not only have a motorcycle, but we have the RV trailer, the camper, and we like to go camping in that thing. It's been a real pleasure, and I'm really thankful that we bought that thing, because it's really good for my wife, and I enjoy it too. But there's a lot of people that take those out, they call full-time RV, where they live in that trailer and they travel around. Well, you know, that's not such an easy life either. Those aren't solid homes. They're a trailer on wheels, and when you're towing them around, they rattle around, things break, things fall apart. They're not built very sturdy like a real house. And then you got issues like if, you know, winter comes along, what are you going to do? You know, they're not designed to be really well insulated, and you have to have a hookup to a water source somewhere that's not going to freeze up, so that could be an issue too. So yeah, the whole thing of living outside of a home and being like a drifter, a gypsy, comes with a lot of challenges, no matter if you're going to use an RV or just take your motorcycle, sleep in a tent, or find friends to hook up with and spend time with. Still going to be a challenge any way around. Not for me. Anymore, I'm getting to be like a weekend warrior. Yeah, the majority of my riding days, where I have done extended rides, long rides, distance rides all over the country. Right now, those are pretty much on hold, and we just take the bike out for a nice little ride in the country once in a while. And if I can get out and enjoy a little ride here and there, blow the stink off, that's what I like. Hey, I'm retired now, I can do whatever I want. So, but as I said earlier, my focus right now is on V, taking care of her. Really, really, really appreciate your guys' support with this. We appreciate the prayers. V loves reading the comments of support. It just helps to uplift her and make her feel good. You guys are fantastic about that. But it's coming into some pretty rough times here, and she needs a lot of prayers and support right now. And that's my focus. That's where my drive is right now, taking care of her. By the way, she just had a birthday, so wish her a happy birthday. And you like the video, give us a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. We'd like to have you on board. If you're not there yet, come on, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you a nickel. It's all free. And every Thursday and every Sunday, you can watch us at 8 p.m. if we can make it happen. And so far, I've been able to stay on that schedule pretty good. All right, well, until next time, cats, ride hard and die free.